So books and tools. And we are looking for the accessibility report. So if we click on accessibility report, all instructors have this in their courses automatically. And it's going to show us a couple things here. So there's an overall accessibility score. As a little aside, only the instructors will see this part. So don't panic if you're worried that your students will see your course is not super accessible. They can't. It's just for you. So you have this little dial here that's going to tell you the overall score. And then we're going to see this little pie chart of, or maybe it's a donut, which course content is in there, how accessible each one is. And then it tells you over here, I love this, content with the easiest issues to fix. So if you want the low-hanging fruit, you just want to try something simple first, you can do that. It also has 3 medium scoring content items here for me. And if you scroll down, you can see the specific things. This document has tables that don't have headers. This one has images without a description, contrast issues, and the heading structure doesn't begin at 1. So I'm going to click, let's fix the easiest one and see what it is. So this is a PowerPoint, and if we click on it, it'll give us some more detail. So this presentation contains images without description. So I have an image here. This is a really terrible PowerPoint. This is truly just for demo purposes. There's an image, and people using screen readers are not going to know what this is. So you can create a new version and upload it with the image descriptions. And then when you re-upload it, it's going to turn green up here. So I believe, let me just make sure, when I'm in presentation mode, it doesn't want me to open things. Oh, geez. Hold on, stand by. Okay, I have my PowerPoint here. Oh, that's my Word document. Okay, you know what? We may not fix this one. We'll see. I'm gonna try one more spot. Okay, I do have it. Yay. So if I open this one, and by the way, Word and PowerPoint, all these Microsoft 365 products really try to make things accessible for you. So for the purpose of this demo, I had to tell it not to automatically give my images descriptions. So it's really hard nowadays to make things inaccessible. They really are trying to help you along the way, which is nice. But we can view the alt text for this image and add portrait of Willy Wonka surrounded by a forest of candy cane-like plants. You can also have it generate alt text for you, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It just depends. You can also mark images as decorative. This is an option in Blackboard too, if you just have a standalone image. If it is truly not relevant to the teaching component, which the instructional designers will probably tell you it should be, there should be a relevance to the images that you use. But if it really is just decorative, you can mark it that way. I've saved this. Let's see if we can re-upload it. Here's this one. Okay, so it's still not 100% pleased, but it's gotten better. So immediately that one little update made it go from orange to green. So that's a good start. Let's go back to my overview. So what else do we have here? I think that's still the same one, yeah. So if I go to some of my medium scoring content, I have a Word document that's at 66%. If I click on that one, it contains tables that are missing headers. And there it is. So I should be able to upload a version that does have headers, which I thought this one actually was that version, so it may, yeah, it doesn't like what I did. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but you get the point. So it's going to tell you what the specific issues are that it has with your document. If we go back into the course, you'll also notice it's not going to work for tests and things, but for documents, for images, like our syllabus, for example, it shows you the accessibility score right beside the item itself. So this one, if I click it, it'll take us right back into that Ally window. And it's going to say, oh, this was the one. It is missing headers. So I could spend some time with this, fix that table, or format this in a different way that's more accessible. And that would fix that issue. As you're building your course and uploading some things, it can take a few minutes for those dials to show up. So don't panic if you upload something and it doesn't immediately tell you your score. It might take a little time, but it will show up eventually. And then this little A icon here, this is what the students are going to see for alternative formats. So if they click on this icon, there are all of these different ways they can view your content. So there's a tagged PDF, which works well with assistive technology. There's HTML. There's an audio version. So for your syllabus or for whatever reading assignment, if they want to listen to it as they're driving or, whatever, for whatever reason, because as we know, accessibility is not just for people with disabilities. It's used all kinds of ways for all kinds of reasons. But depending on the need, they can select the version that they want and they can download it. And then they will have access to it. I'm looking through my list to see what else I want to mention. I'm going to cancel out of this because it's not really important that we see the finished product right now, but just know that your students and you can always click on this to view the alternative format options there. Also, just a quick word about accessibility on Blackboard Ultra, which is the view that we're looking at now. They have automatically made it so that there should not be contrast issues and things as you're building your content in here. So if some of you used the original version before and then Ultra now, you may notice you have less options in the rich text editor for text colors and fonts and things like that. And that's intentional. That's because they know how assistive devices work. They know what contrast issues can cause problems. And so they have tried to avoid and mitigate all of that by giving you options that are automatically going to be more accessible. So if you feel like things are scaled back a little, they are, but that's an intentional choice so that it's going to be kind of the best case scenario for you and your students, ideally. So those are all of the big things that I wanted to cover. So let me just kind of pause here and see how we're doing. Do we have any questions so far? Do you want to see anything else?
Katie, can you just take us to the accessibility report one more time?
Yeah.
Just like really give us that step by step of how to get there.
Yeah. So let me go back. So in your Blackboard course, we have two menus. We have the menu across the top and then the one down on the right-hand side of the course. And we want to click Books and Tools in the Details and Actions menu on the right. And then the Accessibility Report. That's going to show you your course overview and all of the potential issues to fix.